Within the context of intensified neoliberal globalization, the global care chain perspective, first devised by the early Hochschild, has emerged to occupy center stage in the effort to document and understand the global relations of welfare and care. So who is Ali Hochschild? So she is a professor emerita of sociology at the UC Berkeley. Her edited book entitled Global Women compiled researches on the transnational migration of female care workers from global south to the north, which signals, in her word, worldwide gender revolution, in which fewer families can rely solely on the male breadwinners in both rich and poor countries. Hochschild defined global care chains as a series of personal links between the people across the globe, based upon the paid or unpaid work of caring, through which women depend for their reproductive need on the commodified care labor from less privileged ones in the global capitalism. Her pioneering study has exposed the transfer of motherly care through Filipino US nanny trade, along with its impact on the gender inequality. Despite some variation in the formation of global care chains, Hochschild found that they typically involve the following. The older daughter from the poor family in the global south cares for her siblings, that is the first link in the care, while her mother works as nanny, caring for the women, caring for the children of the nanny migrating to the global north. So that is the second link, who in turn cares for the children of adult earner family in the rich country. That is the third link. So thus, in many cases, the global care chains reach across the globe to connect four set of women, comprising three care providers and one professional woman in the global north who gives her care to the company. It is important to note that individual links of the chains do not have equal standing under unequal global structures, and that economic value of care work diminishes as it gets further down the chain. Following the fourth child initial formation, voluminous study from the global care chain perspective have contributed to the contextualized and embodied understanding of the ways in which distribution of commodified care work among the women is shaped by and simultaneously deepened gendered, racialized, class, and geopolitical inequalities in the global capitalist economy. With an emphasis on the increasing transnational character of care provision, they also highlight, they also help to highlight how cross-border migration of the female care workers serve to reduce social expenditure costs in the global north, which are predominantly borne by these workers and their children, who suffer from the long-term separation from their mothers. So as Onuki note, despite its significant influence on the studies of migrant care work, it is crucial to point out the two main limitations of global care chain perspective. First, global care chain perspective largely ignore the role of state. The much of scholarship on the care chain has eluded adequate exploration of how the policies from migration to employment and welfare program of the state and their cross-national relations shape not only migratory pattern but also the politics of migrant care work. It is this analytical lacuna that my own research on the migration of Filipino caregivers to Japan and the Japan-Philippine Economic Partnership Agreement has aimed to address, which is listed in our recommended reading for this week. So here, to further enrich our understanding about our influence of state over the development and operation of global care chains, more attention needed to be directed to a comparative analysis that explore the implication of variation in the state strategy for the experience of migrant care workers. Second, many accounts created by the global care chain perspective tended to downplay the agency of migrant care workers. So here, let's watch the short clip that captured the mobilization of migrant care workers in the Madrid, Spain.